All right. Deep upon our world, where a people called the Bloom are have a somewhat symbiotic uh, relationship with their planet. It's seemingly alive in of itself, and have developed a type of way of getting along with it. That included being able to sort of tell when people are not from there due to what seems to be the slight misstep that they have with the planet going against the grain. So, we have this world in which every step one takes upon its surface, you get to know the effect it has upon that world through the symbiotic emotions, and its emotions and your emotions combine in such a way as to shape it, ever moving forever. And our crew is experiencing some of what it means to not to have just to come onto that without fully understanding what that means, learning and getting deeper into the various generational views on it, including one of Yarel, who um, has lost the majority of his generation, if not all, as they have been grown here upon the planet or birthed, depending on one's particular understanding. And possibly because of this isolation, has enough clarity and care to have attempted to rescue of them from the mural itself, pulling our Blues Rosians fully out, and then get them to a safe spot, this geode that seems to separate everyone from the planet, where the emotions can't get in. He's warned them of certain threats as they've thought about things, warning them that if they continued to dwell too much on some things of the past, they could be visited by the dreaded nostalgia sore and other things. And with that, still within this crystalline cove, we find our heroes and Yarel talking with Yarel, having positioned himself so that his shoulder can touch Peridot's if she wants. He leaves 1 inch just in case she has to lean in to finish the inch. With that, what would you all like to do?
Oh, okay, so we investigated the mural. We can either take a look at the storms like we wanted, or I remember in my vision where the artist walked off to. We can go in that direction too.
I think maybe we should head off trying to find the artist. I mean, I think that's what we were planning on doing in the first place before we got stuck.
And if they're also a foreigner of this place, that could be why this place is acting so differently, is because of them.
Yarel, do you want to come?
Kind of looks a little nervous. I mean,
Nayland rolls her eyes and kicks Peridot with her foot.
Ow! It hurt. And Peridot looks to Yarel and kind of like puts her hand out and touches his hand and is like, but it might be dangerous if you think it's safer for you to stay here.
I do think it's safer, but it's also probably a little safer for all of you if I come, even if it's more dangerous for me. So if anything's to be made right and you make it back. I mean, you all make it back. I should come.
Okay. Well, just so you know, and she kind of like uh does like a gesture over her shoulder to Kelly, who I think in the back is just kind of like judging the drabness of this hovel that we're in, while also like fiddling with her Walkman or looking at her blaster or something cool like that. Contrary to how we did need saving earlier, we do have a little bit of firepower, but well, it doesn't seem to be super effective here.
Oh, right. You are very much more stronger than I am. I just mean some of the places that you might not be used to here. That's all.
You would have a better geographical knowledge of this place than we. So I
Yeah.
think you should definitely come for Peridot's sake at least. I mean,
All right. Sounds like a plan.
Is everybody ready to go now? Does anybody need to sit down and catch their breath at all?
I'm okay.
I'm pretty okay too. I think Kelly's okay.
I'm highly stressed, but it is fine.
Urel, I don't know how far this journey might be. Is there anything you think we need to prep? Should we all get, I don't know, like gloves like you have, or...
Food? Well, I do have my replicator. I can make us some food.
Oh, there you go. I mean, oh, I see. You only okay. That's right. I forgot that sometimes off-boarders need to eat.
You don't need to eat?
Not like because you chew and swallow, right?
They do.
What?
Oh, okay. So not all of you, just some of you. Okay.
Like half, actually. Funnily enough.
Okay, so it's a mixed crew. Okay, it's not like I was the only one. All right. No, we. It's not hard to explain. It's like we feed the planet feeds us. It's like we produce energy. That energy goes to the planet. It produces energy, and it kind of comes on back. That's why, like places where this is, and where you see a lot of civilization, there's a lot of feedback energy there. So I guess you could call that food.
Mm-hmm.
Can you teach my friends how to absorb that food?
I mean, if we just breathe it in. But I mean, let's see here. Like, I don't know, do you need plants or like meat? Because we could hunt a regret coin.
What?
A regret coin. Even our people have regrets, and eventually they form into these creatures that I've heard are tasty from other outworlders once you roast them. It's just the biggest thing, of course. Like I said, it's when all our regrets kind of go wild and form, and they're kind of that. That's what they are.
Is that how all of your fauna form here?
I think not all of it. Some of it's more natural. Well, not even more natural, just kind of like, I mean, there's parts back in the city that weren't necessarily based off of stuff. Just it's just stuff the planet makes. Well, I guess that's not true. Yeah, I mean everything. For the bloom, we always say we are the planet is us. So it's kind of hard to answer that. Like to try to think of like, did regrets come before we had them? They might have. It could be regrets of the past.
Back in the city, we actually did see some, I don't know, they were to us like apparitions maybe. I don't know what you guys call them, but it seemed like places had memories of big emotions that had happened there. What is that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, in particular, where people carry a lot of energy like that gets released. So I guess you could say, like, the planet kind of feeds off those our emotions. It's one of the ways we give off energy. And when we give up a lot, that's not in the right place. Like, oh, I don't know. Like when you're trying to have like grape juice right after like toothpaste is something I might say if I had that experience. And it's like it's not quite right, and then it stays there. Because it can't quite get digested. And so it'll happen over and over, and then that area is like. It's actually, some people actually think that's how the trees and areas we actually make our homes in are actually emotions and things that weren't put in the right place and eventually created that. So then there's those remnants of that event, or sometimes things can even have kind of a personality if they're old enough.
Oh.
There's a particular tree that that we named Captain Validation. Offbeat, because you can get really caught up in it, but because it's unhealthy to seek that outside of yourself. But it really starts. It looks at you and starts giving you all types of praise. So, frankly, they're very insecure themselves.
Do you think the painter chose where to put the mural because the place is something like that?
Could be. Don't. When I looked at it, it looked like something was missing. Like almost like everything else is built off of excess. This was built off an absence. I don't know. Whenever I asked about it, I kind of got shushed and told to run along.
Yeah, we tend to get that a lot too. But it's never stopped us before. We'll figure it out.
That could make sense, though. What if he was missing his muse, or his creative spark, some would call it? When he made it, and he didn't properly have it, so it didn't properly turn out the way that he wanted it to, which is now conflicting with the world.
We have heard that he goes back to do something to it, change it, repaint it. I don't know, but
maybe he's trying to find the right thing.
Maybe because it was made out of an absence of something is why it's always trying to bring things into it.
It could be because it's
to
not
fill
finished
that
properly.
hole.
He's kind of nodding.
I suggest we search this person out quickly. Maybe after we find food for the 2 organic beings that need to eat.
Right. I was saying, do we want to hunt or do we want to harvest?
Nayland looks at Kelly.
Is there like a restaurant?
No. Sorry, everything's going to be kind of hunt it and kill it, and cook it, or harvest it and prepare it.
So, like baking. So, do we have the ingredients here, or do we have to?
I know where the ingredients are.
Okay.
What do we want?
Does harvesting from the planet hurt it?
Oh, not if it's done right.
Okay. Is there like a manual or a cookbook or?
No.
'Cause maybe we can make like steak or
Unless
something.
you have one. Okay, steak. That's great. That's
great.
Okay. Well, they are the Timinators.
Tim,
We
sorry,
have
could you say that?
we can hunt them and make steak from them.
Okay. Are they like easy to hunt?
No, what? With all
I'm
of us,
starting-
we should be.
Starting to wonder if we should just do a salad, guys.
I also don't love that they're called TMI-nators.
Would a salad require any type of hunting?
No, just can harvest it. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay. Everybody good with that? Well, I guess it's just me and Nayland.
Do we have to chop down any spill my guts about secrets I don't want to share lettuce or something like that?
Why are you so secretive, Nayland?
I think I have a normal respect for privacy. This world is unpredictable and it makes us do and say stuff that we don't want to do and say sometimes.
Well, I mean, let's see here. Okay, so we probably want to stay away from the gossip ivy.
Jeez.
But there's
Gossip
mood mirror shroom.
Mood mirror shroom. Does it improve your mood?
It kind of like reflects your. It just kind of reflects your face, but like with your inner emotions. But if you eat it privately, you should be fine.
Oh, so like if we make it, we're like eating ourselves.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Is that cannibalism?
Not if it's a plant.
You're right.
Nayland remembers her dream inside the mural where she almost ate herself and gets a little queasy.
What do you think, Nayland?
I think I'm not hungry anymore. We should
The regret acorn sounded pretty easy.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you said lettuce. There's projection lettuce.
Okay. That could work.
And again, as long as, again, if we make it for you, then we kind of leave you all to your thing. We won't see the projection,
Okay, so we
or
have
hear it when you do so.
So we just need to eat it in private. And we're good.
Yeah,
You know
maybe
what? Vague plant would work.
Big plant. Okay. That could
Yeah.
work.
let's just do it before I overthink it. Come on.
Exactly.
All right, let's do vague plant.
All right. Go goes, let's see here, and because that should be easy enough. Because we usually use it in ceremonies, especially when no one knows what to say. Works well. So let's see here. So they were take it where you think it's grown. Who would like to make well, how would you like at this point? He goes, listen, we have to look around for it. How would you guys like to do this?
I think Kelly is the most interested, so she'll probably try to find it. Or lead trying to find it.
Okay. Go ahead and give me instinct, please.
Okay.
I'm wondering if I ask him what it looks like, he's going to be like, well, it kind of looks like this, but it also kind of looks like that.
Yeah.
11 with hope.
It's really hard to describe.
Would you say it's vague?
Yeah. You said 11?
With hope.
With hope. Okay. Okay, in that case, I think you search where you can. Again, it wasn't a very good description you were given, but you're working really hard, and you come back with these what seem to be looks like thick bell peppers.
Ooh.
That are red. That you come back with, and as you come back to the group, meet together, Yarrow goes, as you
Since she's-
I was going to say, Kelly, you suddenly get the urge to one-up someone nearby.
Okay. So one up someone nearby. Oh. Okay.
I'll
So
tell you,
what's everybody doing?
this is called a spite pepper.
A spite pepper. Okay.
Yeah.
What's everybody doing right now?
Sure, everyone.
Wise would be trying to also look for this vague plant.
Okay. So it sounds like people are looking around, also trying to find it, but aren't maybe.
Okay.
I was
Alright.
going to say that trying not to overthink it, Naylin doesn't really wait very long. She just takes a pepper and starts eating.
Very good. I like it. So you have the same urge at the same time. Perfect.
I think Peridot had been talking with Yarrow about what it looks like, and she had not looked for it at all, and Kelly's come back with something, and it's like, I didn't find anything, Kelly. But you
Okay.
found something.
I just realized what Kelly's going to do. Kelly is going to push, or not push, but kind of interject between Peridot and this other person and just say, I am pretty good at adapting to all of the worlds. So if you want to learn something, I wouldn't necessarily suggest hanging out with Peridot. Might want to hang out with me.
And he kind of looks, well, that would be something if I wasn't so interested in Peridot. I'm interested in Peridot because she's Peridot, not because she knows things.
I mean, I'm part robot.
It's not a kink.
All right.
Anyone watching, he knows this is in there. He's trying his best to deal with someone who he knows is high on spite right now. He's like, oh boy.
Naylin walks past Kelly's back and goes, Way to sound desperate. As she goes off to try and find more bell peppers than Kelly brought back.
Peridot had seen Kelly go to like put some moves on Jarl, and she immediately runs off to go find Lies. Lies! You won't believe it. I think Kelly's interested in Jarl.
Oh,
Which is really weird because normally she's into like, I don't know, taller, slightly muscular, and a little bit more like, whoo. And she kind of like does this like hair smoothie thing where it looks like she's staring off into the sunset, but there's no sunset. And she kind of like does like this like kind of pouty look into the beyond. You know, those kind of guys.
I'm overly complicated about this situation. And she goes back to foraging for the big plant.
Right. Do another instinct roll.
That is... I'm fine. Yep, I'm using my experience. I'm fine. I'm ignoring exactly what Peridot said. Kelly's interested in somebody, now I have to deal with it. That's going to be a 10 plus, so 16 with hope.
Oh, nice. In that case, you're able to come upon a cluster and come back with a big basket of it.
I just come back and hand it to both Neil and Kelly, and then I walk away.
Oh, is this? I'm gonna smell it.
Smell pretty good. They're long and purple.
I'm gonna try one.
Okay. Eat it. It's kind of like chicken, kind of like eggplant. But then as you kind of eat it, you're not sure you liked it, but you feel pretty nostalgic about eating it.
Oh, this is good. Good job, Lies.
Well, these red things are even better, and Aelin shoves more in her mouth.
You can RP however you want with that.
Vise continues walking as passes this Uriel, and as she does, I have to do this. That's going to be 18 with hope for my overly honest mode activates. As I walk by, my voice box just goes off, and in their head, they hear me go, "She is taken. You must watch yourself, or I will sweep Peridot off her feet, and you will lose both." And they must mark a stress and are vulnerable now.
Oh no! Made the emotion person vulnerable. Okay.
Peridot made me emotionally vulnerable.
He took a step back. Of course, I mean, I was trying to get paired out and starts to get really blushed in the face. It's like, I mean, you know, and I think from that, he actually looks like he's getting very embarrassed. And you hear what sounds like thunder begin to pulse in the sky.
Well, maybe we should get going. As Naylan has so much food in her mouth, she's trying to eat more than Kelly's eating.
Yes, now that your plants are collected for your food supply.
Yeah, I mean, because I just thought she was cute, and then I thought it would be good to have, and then of course the spite. But then you're going through, and now you're upset about the spite, and I mean, and I mean, I wouldn't want to. I mean, Kelly's blonde and awkward, and Peridot is really nice and cute and nice, and Kelly's not nice at all. And it starts to go into this as
Peridot, I
there's a
think you should
pulse
calm
of
down your
energy
friends.
that ripples through the ground.
I'm gonna set them off.
And he kind of goes, "Ah, sorry." And I need, this would be presence reactions.
Oof.
Oh, that's perfect. That's a 7 fear. Oh, there's no fear, but that's a 7.
Naylan got a critical success.
Ooh.
I got a 22.
Liza's literally shaking this person now, saying, "Stop, stop."
What about Kelly?
12.
Okay. So I think that is Lies, because you got low, right, Lies?
Yeah, I got 7.
Yeah, Lies and Kelly. You feel this hit your chest strong, this wave of emotion. You will mark 2 stress.
I
And
am
the
overly
next
stressed.
statements you make have to be in metaphor. There you go. Sorry, that was an overshare pulse.
The next what they have to do is in metaphor?
Kind of statement or expression.
Hey, Urel, Kelly's got this muff. Do you need... I don't know. Ask this. Do you need emotional help?
Kind of starts breathing. No, I'm okay now. I'm sorry. Just, I don't know. I felt like almost like looks at Lies. Like she reached into my spirit and twisted it, and then all that came bubbled out like squeezing a sponge.
Why are you offering my stuff?
I don't know. The guy looked like he was in distress.
Well, it's not my fault.
Well,
What?
we know historically that you can provoke lies.
What does that have to do with anything?
Naylan looks at Lies.
Liza and I are fine.
The world is her stage.
Right. We don't need to get into this on the emotion planet. Maybe we should keep moving.
We can continue our journey like life is a highway.
I think you need to stop eating those peppers.
I haven't ate anything yet.
No, I'm talking to Naylan.
Oh,
Fine, I'll stop. You don't have to tell me to stop. I stopped even before I thought about stopping, even before you even said it.
I doubt it. All right. So now that we've eaten, we're going to where exactly?
Which direction, Neelan?
Oh yeah, I'm the one who knows where to go. This way. And I point where I saw the artist go in my dream thing, in my grim psychometry.
Very cool. They're just on my end. Definitely, if y'all want to roleplay a scene, unless you're doing action rolls or if I have a lot of fear to spend, I'm not going to like punish you for our penis. But if you would like to roleplay out we can't quite talk about certain things, that's totally fine too. I just want it to be like something that I'm putting up. But
that was an in-character thought from Nayland, not a meta thought from
yeah, as long as it's that,
yeah.
totally cool that way. Like I said, just want to make sure. And so yeah, you saw them. So trying to track it specifically versus like the various land areas you may go over. I want you to go ahead and give me a instinct check, please, Nayland.
Okay, and because I had used my grim psychometry to see the vision, I have advantage on any action rolls to recall lore about the things in the vision. Could I use that here?
I'm trying to think where that source of lore is. Like where do you think you might be recalling it from? I guess you're in ships and stuff, so you might have heard something about this, so that might make sense. Not to answer it for you. I was just trying to get my own brain around it.
Yeah, and I guess I maybe wasn't thinking about it as deeply. I was like, I could remember the steps he took clearly because I can recall it well from my vision.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I think that's. I was just trying to get the flavor of how it was.
Okay.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. So you want to use that experience on it, or
yes, the advantage, and you said instinct, right? I got a 12 with hope.
Okay. Absolutely. Okay, so following along, you first come to a large field. As you look upon it, there are kind of like some valleys and some very tall plants that are about. You can see creatures moving like in and out of the kind of out of your view and through the rolling hills a little bit. And something seems a little off, like kind of this thick emotional air that you've kind of by now known to be a little bit less. You can see and understand that Marlowe has come through here. And Yarel goes, okay, we're going to have to be careful. Those are gaslight sprites.
And that means...
Well, they basically begin to convince that like whatever you're feeling or thinking about someone or something is wrong. And that you're kind of crazy.
Oof. Glad you're here, Yarel. Thank you.
Usually we totally avoid it, but Looks around. It looks like the field is wide. Okay, that's where I follow all of you. Kind of grips Peridot's hand.
Don't worry, I'm fast, so if you stick close, we'll make it through this.
So you can decide how y'all would like to get by the gaslight sprites.
So this place is very like plays on the motion and everything, right? Like the world even around us.
Yes.
Okay, so I think Lies is just going to try to take the emotion of like almost pride and try to walk right through these things like without even hesitating that they're there, step delicately, but enough that like they kind of get out of her way.
Okay. Gotcha. She's just trying to be kind of like this co-demeanor
Yeah,
walking through.
very prideful demeanor, like I am a queen and you move when I walk.
Okay. So if we can do it like this, so everyone's good. People could take spotlights as we try to move through, and we'll kind of move towards a total number of successes as we go through the fields. Does that sound good for everyone?
I'm good with that.
Sure.
Then go ahead and give me a presence there, Linus.
Okay. There we go. Ooh, that's going to be 14 with fear.
All right, coming by Lies. What we're going to do is they're going to outright a few of the sprites whir around you, and you can hear static within your brain. That would be a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And as you begin moving through, there's they begin to whisper so that only you can hear within your brain. Specifically moments where there was legitimate connection between you and Kelly, and are turning it into like the most like you now believing it was something like else kind of ridiculous. Like it was really this more ridiculous thing.
I believe Kelly was trying to date me to gain popularity with Mother because she wanted to have Mother as her mother.
I love it. She really wanted to get closer to this woman. Okay. And with that, that will be 1 stress.
Yeah, that's an HP. I said I was overly stressed a while back.
Yeah. What might everyone see as the stress starts to get to you in biology?
Oh man. First off, you see Eliza's like purple light. That's normally like shows her power, and I guess Cora would be in this. You watch it literally go dark for a second, and then finally like it comes back on for like a good second. It goes dark, and she's kind of breathing heavier now, which she doesn't breathe, but you see like just the pieces of her body kind of working in a little faster pace. And I think she looks up at Kelly and goes, "Why? I thought you all wanted me to get away from her. It was all just so you could get closer to her." And it keeps walking forward.
Who'd like to spotlight next?
I think Peridot would be trying to go through kind of like use her agility to like get through, just like and bring Jarl with her, because like she's holding his hand, so she's going to try and like navigate through the field quickly with him.
All right, so just kind of grabbing, just speeding.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I'm just gonna use my quick-footed experience.
Yeah, let's do agility.
+2 to get us through, and that is a 23 with hope.
Okay, so we see kind of lies malfunctioning. As you and Yarel are just running full speed. Going quickly, as some of them seem to chase, but they also kind of give up as you're so fast. They look
At
for
some point, I even just pick him up, and I'm just like scampering through the field. And then I just plump and down on the other end.
Nice. What next? Spell the spotlight.
I was just technically malfunctioning. Can everybody hear me?
Now, yeah.
Okay, great. Nalen's happy to go next, but I don't want to stop Kelly from being able to respond to lies if there's something Kelly wanted to do first.
I'm not sure yet. I'm kind of figuring it out. Either way, it's fine though. If you don't want to go,
Nalen steps towards Lies, seeing her in distress. But I know the Wispies are around, and she doesn't want to get too close, but she wants to try and get within very close range of Lies at least. And she can see coming off of Lies some of those same colors that she's been noticing coming off of herself. She sees orange, she sees gray, but she also sees a little bit of violet, and still doesn't really know what those mean, but she knows that it's not good. And she just says to Liza, Lies, remember where you are. Don't doubt yourself. You know the truth. And I'm going to attempt pathokinesis again, and I'm going to make a spellcasting roll. And because I'm casting it on a friend, I roll it with advantage. And I got a 29 with hope, which means that Lies, you clear 2 stress as I take on a stress.
I think you watch that happen, and Liza's purple eye just go back to regular, and that just constant light is there again. Thank you, Nalen. Your words cleared my head.
Good. Stay with me.
Okay. Then, so I like that as you're doing this, and now you're beginning to progress further through. Jackie, do you have something for Kelly?
Well, I think she'll I think that she is going to keep looking. Yeah, I think that she's going to try to make her way, probably acrobatically to try and clear a path, I guess.
Okay. So this kind of looks like for her trying to do moves to distract, kind of get them to focus on her, follow her as she deftly avoids them, and they leave everyone else alone.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. Then, so we'll do finesse here if that works for you.
All right. Okay. So 14 with hope.
Okay.
Actually, I think what happens is like Peridot sees Kelly doing this, and she takes off a chip from one of her stones, and she throws it into the field as it, I don't know, maybe hits one of them, and you get a +4. So it's actually an 18.
Very cool. Then I love that. With that help, we see. Well, you can describe what this looks like there, Jackie, as you help everyone clear this field.
I think she's channeling her floor exercise, gymnastics past, and definitely is using her show stopping performancing to try and attract attention onto her.
Okay. So, going back that way, and everyone runs. And you're able to take a breath just past where these gaslight sprites are. What would you like to do?
What were you talking about, Liz?
I think the plants just got into my head.
Oh, yeah, they've been doing that to me too. All right. It's just that you looked at me and you seemed really angry.
Yeah, they kind of made me think some things that I hope aren't true.
What things?
Oh, I mean, it's only that they believed, that you started to like me and befriend me and fall in love with me so that you could take my place and become Mother's favorite.
Kelly just starts laughing. What?
Yeah, that's all.
Okay, well, I assure you that's not true at all.
Well, I'm glad.
Also, Lies, you're looking a little rough. Here, just hold still. I'm gonna try something. And Peridot rifles into her bag and pulls out a special soldering iron that looks like it runs on the same kind of like stones attached to her, and she kind of like gets to like one of your shoulder panels and strips off like one of the wires that seems to be sparking live next to you that you haven't noticed, and just like reworks some stuff, and you can clear 2 stress.
Why, thank you, Peridot. And when you do this, Lies instantly just kind of smacks her hands together and goes, "Emergency, morale, recalibration." And her arms extend, and she kind of goes all around each one of you and pulls you into a giant group hug, including Uriel. And she goes, "You are all amazing, and you are all my best friends. Even you, Uriel. Even though you want my girl." And each person is going to be able to clear stress, clear HP, or gain a hope. As I am spending my ability.
Naylan was looking down at her hand that still hurt from when it was frozen, and it had been shaking, and half of her stress meter had been full, but thanks to Lies, she's feeling much better.
So I could even clear that stress I gave Uriel earlier, Matt.
Very nice.
And then after the group hug, Lies' arms retract back to her, and she goes, "This body still has weird things about it I'm not getting used to yet." Well, should we continue? Nayland, do you think you can find the trail again?
She clenches her hand that had been shaking. Yeah, definitely. And Naylan would like to resume leading the group.
Certainly. All right, so they get Roustic's with you, and you here can see finally in an overlook you can see what appears to be the red and black storm of an overwhelm. And following from your stuff before, you see the figure of Marlowe make their way to the tower. Specifically in this vision, from what you can tell, it looks like the tower wasn't there when he arrived. He might have raised it up.
And the tower is inside of the overwhelm?
It's like bordering it.
Oh.
A little. Looks like the overwhelm has spread, so it encompasses the center of the tower, but the base and the top seem to be outside of the overwhelm. And between it, you see two structures. This kind of strange gray block that looks like it has a structure that's way too busy. That seems to essentially form a bridge over the chasm and leads down to the tower. And then you see this dark violet streaked with red spiral on another side. That looks like one could walk the spiral down to get on the same level as the tower.
What do you mean by it looks way too busy? The first one?
Almost like there's incomprehensible amount of writing on it.
Got it.
URL kind of. Okay. That is known as a tangent maze. And that is a regret spiral.
Jeez.
We're gonna have to get through both of them to get to the tower.
It looks like you just have to do one.
Oh, okay.
Goes. They always have TMI Nator.
The maze.
Yeah. Thanks, Robin. I appreciate it.
You can't see me, but I'm rubbing my forehead right now. If only we had a ball of string.
Oh, I appreciate the indulgence. All right. Welcome, Aiden.
Hello.
Aiden,
Sorry,
quick,
I'm late.
choose tangent maze or regret spiral.
Yeah, we'll have you choose.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
Just based on those
Tangent
titles
maze?
alone. Okay.
So wait, tangent maze or regret spiral?
hmm
Tangent maze sounds hilarious.
Okay.
Maze, 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 maze.
I'm into the maze.
Very cool.
So what did I just choose on?
What we got to go through.
Yes. Because there's two things. You can either go through it. There's a maze of tangents or there's a regret spiral. And in the tangent maze, there is a TMI Nator.
That's funny. Yeah, I'm done for the tangent maze, and I feel like Ace would be too over the regret spiral.
We have found a tower that we think the artist of the mural has constructed, and maybe he's in there. But to get there, we have to go through one of these things.
Okay, makes sense.
All right. So, I'm going to say as we go through the tangent maze, through various pieces, I want to ask people to kind of jump in with the descriptions. I think you can guess what might be on here. These, right? But you could it could even be insane, fan theories from any quote unquote episode of Blue Rose. Or some other crazy thing. In other words, it is wide open on tangent as much as we can keep it with the fiction. But it is of that type of deal. And so whenever it comes to a point where I would describe it, I think I'm just going to open it up to all of you to start to fill in some of this. If that sounds cool.
That does sound good. I'm a little confused, but I'm sure I'll get it after someone else does one or two.
All right. Pretty sure devil horns went up over Molly's head at some point during that description. I'll have. Good thing.
My neck snapped so hard that I might have to redo my hair.
Very cool. Okay. In that case, so the way we will make this ultimately happen is I do have counters going for this place. We can describe how we kind of want to get through and all those things. Then the consequence being that the TMI Minotaur finds, or the TMI Minotaur finds you.
TMI editor. I was trying to remember what it was, and I was keep doing different words in my head, and I'm like, no, that doesn't make sense.
Okay, setting this up. your attacks. So you guys have rolled with hope, so we'll make it a bit easier. Okay, so in that case, Yarel kind of breathes and goes, hopefully we don't end up with that stake. As you all begin to approach. And at first, as you come in here, there's oop. That phone ring was funny.
Right when the music changed.
Yeah, it was.
I'm not gonna lie, I had like Darkest House flashbacks or whatever.
Yeah.
You had like that phone ring for it.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was part of it.
You step into the maze here and are immediately greeted by whispers. Not malicious, just relentlessly informative. Did you know the moon has a name in 17 different dialects of Goblin? Technically, sadness isn't an emotion at all. It's a complex affective state. The corridors shift, walls made of cascading scrolls, spiraling holograms, floating footnotes that contradict each other in real time. And you know that somewhere in the spiral of trivia, the Minotaur waits, lumbering through the paths, piercing together connections no one has asked for, demanding clarity on things you've already moved on from. What would you like to do?
We should proceed cautiously, right?
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
So Ace should go first.
Why me?
You picked this place.
I have no idea what's going on. I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, fine. I will.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go for it.
If these whispers are, I'm sorry, Matt. In your description, we're choosing a direction to go.
Yeah, you can choose where to go. How you'd like to proceed.
Nayland knows that there's a trick to finding your way through a maze, which is to keep your hand against the wall and always keep your hand against the wall. And you'll eventually make it out, even if it takes a while. Nayland's going to try to listen to see if there's a voice saying a fact that's similar and would choose that direction to go.
All right. Sounds like... All right. Let's see. Let's start out with. So you're trying to listen. So I guess instinct.
Sure. 22 with fear.
Ooh. So You begin listening, and you hear and maybe read, if you follow only the right-hand path, you'll walk in circles forever. It's not the maze that traps you, it's the story you keep telling yourself. And I think with that, trying to follow these similar paths, you go right, it has to be the left. And you try to find, like, kind of, you follow the solving the maze trivia, I think, through and through. And with the fear, we can spin a little thing here from where we think this might lead. So I kind of open it up. It wants to spit something out for what we might find, given the prompts from before.
I have something. I have something specifically for Naylin.
Oh no.
I have something for everybody.
Wow, he's been writing since I talked. Like, I'm writing it down.
So as I feel like as we're trailing along the left path, because well, obviously we're not choosing that right one. It's almost like we come around this corner and there's a wall that's like this big, ginormous television. Like, if you've ever seen like the really old flat screen televisions, but like they're actually ginormous. I know this because we used to have one. But it's huge and it's built into the side of the maze, and then it flickers on, and it's all in black and white, and you just see multiple Naylins, like at a dining table, and it looks like a Christmas dinner or Thanksgiving dinner, any kind of big family get together, and they're all sitting at different seats, and all of them look like Naylin, but there's little things about them that's different. Like, one has long hair, another one is younger, and she's wearing some kind of like school uniform. Another one is like a little older, but she has like a bunch of like all these battle scars and stuff, and they're all arguing, but like there's no sound, and like but all you can see is like text along the bottom that tells you what they're arguing about, and they're all arguing about who is the real Naylin.
Your mind is a sick place.
and they don't notice any of us, and it's like all happening like separate from like the reality. Like, they have no idea we're watching them.
Okay. I like that. That's the room that your stuff leads you into, or leads the party into.
What the fuck?
Then underneath it, like in like parentheses, laugh track plays.
Naylin immediately, obsessively, is trying to find herself amongst the table and would stay there all day lest somebody yank her away.
Ooh. So in this scenario, you all see Naylin being drawn into the tangent. I think looking closely. So I imagine this being an older style TV.
Yeah.
With I guess that's a convex screen, and slightly, and so as like her hand kind of touches just the outer edges where normally it'd be like static electricity when you touch them, it's like just the last bit of her fingertips look like they're digitizing slightly. What does everyone want to do?
I don't know if this will help or make it worse, but I was thinking as soon as I saw it, if Nayland wasn't in it, Ace is gonna say, "Hi, you're not in it." Ace gonna go, "Hi, you weren't invited." Sorry.
Amazing. Then give me a presence.
All right. I am gonna do a presence. 24 with fear.
Very cool. All right. So with that, I think I'll gain my fear, and then I think Nayland, this would have a positive, so it would keep you from like getting too engrossed, like pulling you out of it. So you could describe like how you think that like occurs, even if it's a little negative consequences for Ace, depending on what you do to him.
I think Nayland just pulls her hand back slowly and just kind of is like, do they not know about me?
I don't know. I don't really have alternate. I don't really know if there's alternate like bunch of me's out there, so I don't really know how that works. But like, did you know all of them?
I don't know
Do you
all
need
of them,
to?
but I know that they're out there.
Yeah.
Do they not know I'm out here?
I mean, probably not you specifically, but I don't see why that's necessarily a bad thing. And this is Ace trying to be comforting.
Yeah. Of course you wouldn't get it.
No, not at all. I'm just letting you know how I would feel.
And besides, it doesn't matter because you're our Nayland, and we don't want any other one.
Rosepin must be right. I must really be fucking things up if I'm not even leaving a mark.
You have left a mark on all of us. You're like you're like that one that like you're the like you know how in hot chocolate there you always have to have all the different ingredients to make it hot chocolate and not like cold chocolate milk. You're like the warm thing that makes it hot chocolate.
Heat?
Yeah. You're an important part of what makes hot chocolate. And if you weren't there, it wouldn't be hot chocolate. If you weren't there, we wouldn't totally be us.
Plus,
And
like,
it
isn't
goes
our
for all
whole
of you.
job discretion? Oops, sorry. Plus, isn't our whole job discretion? Like, aren't we inhabiting other people's bodies?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. You guys must be right. Nayland does walk away from the TV, but in her mind, she is still on a tangent,
Yeah.
thinking about all the ways she's not doing enough.
On the wall, like we see references to various places you have been where you could have done just a little bit more. But follow. Can you think of maybe what one might say, Nayland?
Uh, in amongst the scribbles. One that's crystal clear because it was so recent is Nayland should never have decided to leave the knife with Opal.
Very nice. In that case, as you continue, these lines fall. Who'd like to take a spotlight next?
Is coming up with the tangent or coming into the next room?
So this would be the next action, I guess, to begin to get through. Or it could really be either one, I guess, because the other one would start to describe whether you're talking about the next deal, like what you're doing, or if you're like, this is the area I think we come to next, and we go from there.
Okay. Okay, so I think for Lies, as going forward, seeing this first tangent go off and seeing how it kind of affected and drew Nayland in, she is going to close her one eye that's real, and as she does this, she then is going to enact a favor using for the story feature of this.
Okay.
And doing this now, she is going to, as she pretty much gains this look of these session notes just kind of start appearing almost outside of her eye as like radiance, and like this hologram version slightly comes into view of this man holding a coffee cup behind her. She goes, "Guide me forward," and she's just going to kind of let more or less her what instinct, I guess I would want to say, like just what her native, like feeling the path and knowing the way without actually like seeing the way, guide her.
Okay. Yeah, I guess go ahead and give me a spellcast roll then.
Okay. So using this, that's going to be... Well, that is good, but it is with fear, so that's going to be 23 with fear.
All right. A lot of successes with fear here. All right, so using for the story, I think begin working through and kind of feeling like you're coming along the maze, though you can hear these ramblings of this bestial voice. No. It has to be Nayland and Coulter in the end. And trying to put together various theories as it moves through. Then you come into, and since it's for the story, what do you think the story needs you to find right here with your fear roll?
Oh. For lies or for the group?
I guess either here is up to you.
Okay, so I think our kind of next little tangent that we're going to come across, this kind of has to do with Peridot. Yeah, so Peridot, you picked up that my little brother a long time ago and have been carrying with you for this so long now, right?
He's been in a jar.
You think he's been in a jar, but there's this little thing going on that lies speculating that he's taken over you because you're a construct. And he controls you now. And we've never left the darkest house, and you are the controller of the darkest house. And that is the next tangent we are walking into. Peridot, it's like a dollhouse, though, that we see. And Peridot is like playing with her dolls, who's now technically being controlled also by Brother. And we're her dolls.
Your mind is also sick.
Can I play off of that too?
Yes.
So you see this you see Peridot, and you see like the shadow of Brother kind of like has grown out from behind her, and it's like the like attached to her but also attached to the wall behind her, and there's a dollhouse in front of her, and she has, but like she's looking, like you could see the inside of the dollhouse, but it's almost like she can still see inside, but she's not really seeing inside because of the way the dollhouse is built. But in front of the dollhouse, she has like a Lies in one hand and a Kelly in the other, and she's like playing out them arguing with each other, and then them kissing, and then them arguing again, and then throwing the Lies over her shoulder, and then picking up a guy that looks like Chris Pine, and then Kelly and him are kissing together.
Amazing on the walls of this place. Strangely like Rosepin.
Wait, that's me, but that's, and then Peridot was like trying to dig around where Brother might be in the jar, and she doesn't have it, and she's all like freaking out. When in reality, Brother in his jar is back on the ship. Be carefully watched over.
Okay, so you're trying not to become obsessively compulsive here. This could be something for you, or if somebody wants to take an action to break her out of it, could be the other way we roll with this. But for Peridot, it would be like a presence roll too.
Yeah.
Break yourself out of searching every pocket again and again and again.
I rolled a 20 with hope.
Ooh. Um. So finally, it finally comes to you. I think no, like I know exactly where it is.
Brother's back on the ship, in his jar, on my workbench. I left him there because I thought if I brought him with me, he could escape, and it would be easier to keep him contained on the ship, where he could be watched mostly by Rosapen. Right? Yeah.
Obviously.
I'm definitely not an evil dollhouse master.
No,
And that's good to hear.
we're here, and we're not trapped in the darkest house in a dollhouse.
I've never been to that house.
Why is
and
my
it does not
backwards,
sound-
though? No, just kidding.
Yeah, you've always said that, Peridot. You've never been to the darkest house. You never know about it when we're talking. So, you wouldn't lie about that.
Yeah,
No.
and brother wouldn't like take you over and change all your memories to actually, but nothing.
A
Exactly.
panel comes up where we see Peridot in the room full of dolls. Sitting there.
I put my hand over it. Let's just keep going. Let's keep going.
Ace whispers to Naylan, I genuinely thought she was a wind-up toy, and one of you were just really good at ventriloquism until we were alone.
Naylan laughs a little, but then remembers that she's mad at you.
And just kind of shrugs. You're mad and just
By the way, I could also hear the Minotaur or the TMI tar as we get closer, so keep your wits out.
You heard it. What did it say?
It was kind of just rambling on about something. I repeat what it said.
Sorry, I went to go get something.
Does Naylan react to that?
Robin couldn't actually understand what it said, which is sort of why Naylan was asking again. Somebody repeat what the Minotaur said.
It said Naylan has to wind up with Calder.
Oh, okay. Great.
Who's Calder?
You mean Kaldrum, right?
Yeah, Caldrum, I'm sorry.
Oh, Caldrum. Okay.
Caldrum, my bad.
Yeah, I was like, wait, Calder's a different character.
It is. Same player. Sorry, Caldrum.
Unless, is this lore? Is this a lore drop?
No.
Alright. I don't know a Kaldrum.
Because we never knew him as that, right? We knew him as Resh.
Right.
Yep. That's weird. Why would he be muttering about you ending up with somebody? And technically, didn't you and Zav and Kelly get together before? And what about that guy Resh that we met that gave you that pen?
Clearly, this is more nonsense we have to ignore.
He gave her a lot more than a pen.
Naylan gives you a withering look.
Ace tries to fist bump Kelly for that.
Accepted.
Well, why don't you two take the next step of this journey? And she pushes both of you forward. And her Fly's arms extend again, and you guys just move. You could even try as a team.
Peridot leans over to Lies and is like, wait, who's Resh? Is he like an old boyfriend or something?
You know that pen that Nayland always carries around?
Yeah, the one that she looks at fondly on when she thinks nobody's looking.
Yeah.
Hey! Hey!
We met him a long time ago, like on our first journeys. And I think like he's an epic crush that she never got to spend time with.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
then she
so
dated Zab and
romantic.
Kelly because I think she couldn't get over him. So she tried to use those two to get him over him. I don't think it worked.
Oh my god, could the whispers in these walls be any louder?
I pushed the next two to the next scene.
Yeah, let's go see exactly. They're trying to gaslight us. And
Okay, I got one for the next scene. For the next scene, I like the thing. It kind of looks like a dark alleyway, and all the images is of Lies killing everyone in the group except Kelly, as Ace was originally convinced that she was going to kill everybody except Kelly, and that was her whole reason for being here. Yeah.
That's dark, Aiden. That's dark.
I'm sorry. I tried to think of something, and that's all I could come up with.
Oh, it's good because yeah.
all these
there's-
data set that just lies with Kelly at the end of a pile of dead bodies.
And all the deaths are super specific, so since it's coming from Ace, you know that he's thought of ways to kill everybody in the group.
I love it. This is one where like Lies is saying a word that's like Ace's signature move. And like, all right, he wants to kind of react. It could be Lies, it could be somebody else, it could be Ace.
Ace sees this and just begins like trying to like not look at anybody. He knows this is coming from him.
Lies instantly falls down and like tries piecing each person back together
Okay.
the best that she would know how because of her own demise, so she would think that would be the way to do it. And even if the body parts aren't the right part for the person, she's just grabbing pieces and hoping like, well, we're all family, so it's fine. We can all be family finally. See, Nayland, you can have Peridot's arm. Ace, we can put Peridot's like right there. Yeah.
Oh.
Nice is really bad.
I think Peridot would be trying to convince Lies that it's just another tangent and that the real ones of us are behind her, and she just needs to turn around.
I'll put your eyes right there, Peridot. Yep, put them right there.
Turn around. All right. So, Peridot, go ahead and give me a presence roll.
All right, I'm going to use another one of my prayer dice because I think this is a little low to become a 19, but with fear.
Ooh. Okay, that brings us to 6 to navigate the maze. 5 more attempts before the Tiamat attacks. And like hearing Peridot's voice, Lies, what finally brings you out?
I think hearing that, and as Lies goes to place one of Ace and Nayland's eyes into Peridot, she sees Peridot's voice come from this Peridot that's saying, "Turn around," and she stops and turns around and goes, "Oh, you're all right there, and you're all normal still, but we're still a family." Right?
Yeah, you kind of just got caught in the tangent.
Yes. Must have happened.
I feel like as this occurs, one arm from everyone suddenly leaps up and goes to strangle Lies. As you finally pull out. For an 11!
Meh. That's my evasion.
That's your evasion?
Yep.
That is 30 physical.
Okay. Yep. That is going to be 2 HP.
Alright. As that just brings you out and you're able to get out from near it now, as they claw off and being distracted from the tangent, they begin to fade away. Now, what does everyone like to do or react to this?
Man, this tangent maze is no joke.
No, it's starting to turn deadly.
Who chose this?
I don't know.
Listen, this sounded better than like regret. Okay,
I mean, that's true.
I might have been wrong, but
This group, there's probably a lot of regrets. Oh, you're probably right. Who knew there were so many crazy tangents out in this world? Whew. I think, Kelly, you're brave enough. You got this, right?
Not really.
But
No, what?
You're the captain of the team.
Oh,
And I'm going to give you a D6 going forward, trying to remind you that you're the team leader and can face anything head on.
all right. So, all right, champs. We're right now in the darkest place we've been in a long time, and we are in space, learning about planets. And because so many planets exist, there's so many things that can go right and wrong, and some of them we're going to find are no match for us because we are the Blue Rose, and we will not go silently into the night. We will stand tall and fight for our right to party. And I'm gonna give everybody a rally. Give everybody a rally. Something like that.
That was an amazing speech. Really, it was wonderful and it motivated us all. But I was also hoping for you to take the lead and hopefully find the next way to go.
Oh, okay. Well, why don't we go that way, right ahead, into that door, that beautiful, fine door that's right before us. And I step through.
All right. What do we find on the other end?
Nailing.
We find a I'm going between two ideas. We are going to find in this room a a library, and the library has lots of interesting things in it, and some of those things look like they are taking minds of their own and starting to act against the nature of created trinkets and gadgets and things.
It's a library?
Yes, it's the library.
The library. What library?
Oh, it's the library. Oh God, what was it called? The one in Ohio.
The one for Monster of the Week?
Well, yeah, but we've been there too in this game.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Guilford Public Library. With the mysterious floors. And so there, and then everything's kind of working against itself, you said?
Yes. It's a mad science experiment.
Okay. What's the tangent that it lures Kelly down?
It, the tangent. It starts to, mention the because we broke the law, so I think the tangent is that there are police all around the place, like looking around and causing like looking for us, I guess. And so I'm hiding.
Okay. So you start to hide and go, oh no, I might get caught.
Yes.
Gotcha. That's where it seems. Mad Hunt, you see various people with guns and sirens blaring around the scene. Wanted posters of Kelly and Nayland. For some reason, all the rest of you in your current forms a little nonsensical. What would you all like to do? Anybody?
I think I'm wanted in 34 states, so this is like basically my life.
I'm sure I did something in that state. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm sure I deserve this.
Reactor. Someone might want to try to pull Kelly out or anything like that.
I guess seeing her tell his attorney, what do you guys do that made you like the cops come after you?
I think we I remember we were in a van and
Kelly
They
beat
were-
somebody up at the gas station.
oh yeah, that too. That was later.
We robbed a gas station, stole a cooler.
Nice.
And
There's
beat
what made
somebody
you
up.
wanted, yeah.
I mean, Zav really did it, let's be honest.
Yeah, Zav stole the Coke machine. You beat the gas station attendant up.
Yeah.
And yet my face is on the wanted poster. I don't understand.
I wasn't even involved in this and I'm wanted.
Guilty by association.
Well, now that you know, you're basically embedding in the crime.
Accessory after the fact.
Oh yeah, accessory after the fact.
I'm an accessory?
When this really happened, we kind of just ran away. Maybe we just have to find a way out of this library without getting spotted. We just have to run.
All right. Let's run.
All right, I like this. Just start to try to run away from this particular tangent. So we could do a finesse with Kelly leading, so they'll roll last. Everyone else can tell me how they would, what they're doing to help, and we'll see if they get any bonuses or minuses.
I would like that sounds good, and I have what I would like to do. Does that sound good, you guys?
Yes.
Okay, I want to push a bookshelf over onto one of like the hunters trying to find us.
Ooh, I like it. Go on the bookshelf. Ooh. Strength.
A 22 with hope.
All right, his reaction. So
Oh, 22. Just 22.
my Peridot rams into bookshelf with her bionic strength as it topples on those trying to find all of you, a mixture of vampire and police. You're next.
He's gonna help by just like listing off various crimes he's done. He's like, I committed arson, like 3 cases of murder in Tennessee. And it's just like trying to make her just like honestly realize that this is not that bad.
I love it. Go to give me your presents.
All right. That's a 13.
13. Alrighty. So you keep listening. That seems to increase the amount of attention that everybody's putting upon the group. Next. So Lies or Malin?
For lies, okay. I'm going to use an ability of mine and try to actually target one of the like lead looking all glitchy. And lies goes, run away, run away. And I'm going to try to make them run away instead of us. Also.
Oh, nice.
For her. So it's gonna be a spellcasting roll. That is going to be a 16 with fear.
Okay, suit 16, which will fail in this instance. As they go, there they are! As it's all gaining force. What's Nayland doing?
Okay, this is gonna be a curveball, which may make Kelly's roll impossible to be finesse. So Kelly may have to improvise a little. But Nayland stands up and goes, look! We're not them, and we can prove it. She's half robot. And Nayland points to Kelly to prove that she's half robot and not the same one from this tangent.
Give me presents.
Okay. I'm going to use my token that I got earlier from rolling with fear to add to this roll a +1. And that's what I'm rolling. 18 with hope.
Okay. All right. So you got a little bit of latitude on what skill you're going to use here, Kelly, but your bonus from your party is 0.
All right. So I guess I'll roll finesse, and that is a 24 with fear.
Okay. With fear. All right, brings us our counters to a 5 and a 4. So yeah, at this point, done with what everyone has done between book smashing and going. I knew they couldn't have been a human. Chasing after, you are able to make use of just the chaos of various groups hunting for various reasons. Some think they're hunting a human, others robots, others are getting crushed by books, and utilizing the sheer chaos, you're able to push the group. But this will be at the cost for the party of marking a stress.
All right.
There you go. And then as we get ready for the next room, we'll go ahead and take our break. Alrighty. Everybody in here. So we get Nayland. Alright. So now coming into this next bit, who would like to take the lead in this?
So I feel like I have a description of like the next like tangent room we get like lobbed into. So we kind of get through this library and then we emerge into a ballroom of sorts, and it's like kind of, even though Peridot wasn't there for it, it's kind of reminiscent of the Jane Austen world ballroom kind of thing, where there's all these people in like dresses and robes and swords of just like beautiful colors and everything, and you begin to pick up that a lot of the groupings are all based after like fairy tales, and like they're kind of like reminiscent of that. So like there's uh kind of like man bear pig beast dancing with this beautiful girl in a golden gown, and there's a guy off to the off in one corner with a mermaid in a wheelchair, and they're like talking while drinking cider, and they're very obviously like enamored with each other. And then you guys start seeing yourselves, like images of yourselves paired up with others. So like there's a Nayland with this guy that has very vague kind of like description to him, but Nayland has like tucked her penknife like into his lapel as they're dancing by all of us. Like we're invisible to all of these things. And then there's a vision of Liz and Kelly laughing as they kind of like swirl by, and Ace is with somebody who's like nondescript as well, just like all happy, and everybody's happy. And then there's almost like this zooming in of like all of the groupings part, and against the wall in the very back is Peridot with no one. And she's standing there, and she kind of like slides down the wall, and in front of her is a book of fairy tales where everybody gets with somebody at the very end, and it's all happily ever after, and there's nobody with Peridot. And she's like flipping through and it kind of like the whole image kind of, like vision kind of zooms in, like everybody's like lurched forward to it, and you see her opening through the pages of the books, and like there's lots of like similar things of like happily ever after, they live happily ever after, they got married, they did this, and it's all beautiful and romantic. And then the pages start, like the words on the pages and the pictures start blurring, and you kind of see like little drawings start to appear, like as like, you know, those like flip books animations that people make.
Yeah,
It's like that, like the writing starts to like form into pictures of like Peridot, and like she's looking for like a person, and she's like starts trying to build one, but they all kind of like look the same. Of sometimes they all start looking the same. Like some of them start being like, some of them are tall, some of them are short, but then they all have like the same kind of like gray violet eyes, and like they're all like they always will have that, every single one, but they never seem to like come alive or work.
What would anybody like to do?
Nayland is going to elbow Kelly, and she doesn't want to say anything because she doesn't want to distract too much, but she's going to gesture like with her head that Kelly should ask Urel to do something, and Nayland knows that Kelly gets what she wants. So
All right. So Kelly will walk over to Yorel. Yorel,
Yeah.
you know, at some point, you have to make some type of gesture or move or let Peridot know how you feel. And I don't mean like, you know, beating around the bush and not really saying anything. I'm talking about Peridot is very direct and she needs directness to understand someone's point of view. So, if you are actually interested in getting to know her better, I think this place right now might be a very good place to make that move.
All right. Do a presence challenge, please. Convince the shy boy.
Looking at my stuff. I think I have a way to get advantage. Advantage to command or persuade. Divine countenance. So I'm going to use that. And let's see here. Yeah. All right. Okay. Persuade. All right. 19 with fear.
Okay. And he kind of nods and right. Okay. I mean, and so we see Peridot, but the real Peridot isn't looking at the book, right?
I'm muted. The real Peridot is like obsessively watching it, like like everything else, like all of the reason why we're here, like has faded into the background in her mind. She's like become obsessed with the tangent that we're on.
Hmm. So coming up next to you then is Terrell, who I think puts his hand on your shoulder so that it crosses your back. And try to gently imply, like with his movement, that he'd like you to turn to look at him.
She does. Like kind of like this kind of almost like distraught look is on her face. But like without tears.
We never know what the next page is. But that doesn't mean it can't be a real good one. All this tries to get us off the path sometimes. But maybe you think it has to. But I don't think it does. I think some things, like love, can run parallel Peridot. And he pulls his shirt gently comes in a V anyway, buttons, and he just kind of pulls it to one side, and you can see that his chest becomes vaguely transparent, and you can actually see what appears to be a type of heart, though clearly not human in how we'd understand it. And he takes his hand and just lets it run from your shoulder to your cheek. And how he sees you appears over his heart upon his skin. There's this rainbow and seriousness, as well as playful and a tinge of darkness. And some things that it seems that he sees that maybe you don't quite understood he really did. But it goes, I like you, and it would be really good. I think it would be good. I know it would be good. Either way, to see if it would be more.
A small kind of like smile kind of like comes onto Peridot's face, and she looks at you and then like looks down at the page, which has stopped on like a little one of like the pictures of like one of the creations that she's been making. And if anybody hasn't realized it yet, Jarl and the picture have the same eyes. And she kind of says, "Oh, I'd like that. Yeah." And then she looks at everybody else and then looks back at the book, and then she kind of says that there doesn't really need to be a happily ever after at the end of storybooks, right? There doesn't have to be an ending, because there can be more that happens.
It could still be good on enough pages, right?
And a sequel. I think she takes his hands and stands up because she hadn't realized that she kind of like sat down to just like getting lost in the tangent, and takes his hands and kind of comes back to her friends.
So yeah, returns with her. What would you like to do?
I think Malin just kind of whispers to Kelly, I guess your powers can be used for good. And she's smiling with a warmth that she hasn't had for Kelly on this world, I don't think.
Then I think that brings us to 4 for navigation and 3 until the attack. Spent some time in this particular tangent as moves. I think the room almost becomes streamlined now, so we're in the next door with this, and to realize that some things can be pursued together. Well, and for tonight, we'll come back to this next week.